Good evening and welcome to Spartan basketball on De La Salle TV. De La Salle playing the Serra Padres in the Chris Vontoure Spartan Classic semifinals. The first of two semifinals tonight. The other one's Ignacio Valley against Santa Margarita. Looking forward to an exciting night of basketball, continuing after two exciting games, including an overtime game we just saw. We'll talk more about this matchup in a moment, but first we'll take a break. You're watching on De La Salle TV.
It's our 21 awards from the American Heart Association.
And some from our best patients too.
It's the shot to boost his immunity.
It's the dinosaur stickers.
It's being voted best place to have a baby.
It's the option to have Dr. Chin or a nurse midwife by my side.
And knowing our family will be cared for, no matter who we are or who we love.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
Serra Padre lineup getting introduced right now. The Padres come in 2-0. They're coached by Chuck Rapp. Chuck Rapp in his 22nd season in charge. He's been with the been the head coach for the past 25 years. Actually got the job in 1999. Took about 3 seasons off because of health reasons. But he's won 426 games in his coaching career, and he knows this tournament very well. The Padres are in the top 4 of this Chris Vontoure Spartan Classic. They've placed in the top 3 of this tournament 14 different times. They won the tournament in 2009 and in 2013. The Padres wearing the black unis tonight along with the gold numbering. And their starters include Chris Philpott. He is a 6'3 senior. Wyatt Blanco is 6'3 junior. Mikey Ballout, a 6'3 senior. Jace Cannon is 6'6 sophomore. And Sebastian Margate, the 5'10 junior. Philpott, Margate, Blanco, Ballout, and Cannon for the Padres. The Spartans, they come in with a record of 5-0. Wins over Crespi, Clovis West, Newark Memorial, Los Lomas, and last night, St. Joseph, Notre Dame. They're coached by Marcus Schroeder in his fourth season in charge. And the Spartan lineup consists of Alec Blair, the 6'7 senior, the leading scorer of this team, the Oklahoma commit. Braddock Chelsvig. Also in that Spartan starting lineup, Chelsvig, a 6'6 senior. David Bolligan, a 6'6 senior. And the backcourt, Bryce Patton, 6' senior. Ibrahim Monowar, 6'3 junior. Blair, Chelsvig, Bolligan, Patton, and Monowar for the Spartans, who are wearing the white unis with green numbering and lettering.
Yeah, let's go Spartans. You know, it's fun. This is the time of year that we all get fired up for basketball. You get goosebumps when you get the starting lineups. This is going to be a good test for the Spartans. Last night when we watched Serra, you know, they are a tough team. They're used to playing in the WCAL, which is a very physical team with teams like SI, Sacred Heart, Rearden, you know, some really good. Yeah. Oh yeah, Midi. So, you know, these guys are used to some really good physical and unbelievable athletes that they're playing against all the time. And, you know, number 4, Blanco, watch him. He's going to jump off the page at you. And, we're always looking for Alec Blair to do something special. Spartans got to bring their physicality tonight, play really good defense, and kind of set the tone with their defense. They definitely have some size advantage here tonight, so we'll see if they can work off of that right now.
Looking forward to it. These teams have met plenty of times in this tournament. Alec Blair jumps it up against Cannon and is tracked down by Balligan. Spartans with the first possession to start this game. Serra, as expected, opens up man-to-man. Mikey ball out defending Alec Blair to start. This is Ibrahim Monowar, the high right for the Spartans. Get to the Blair along the baseline. Blair in traffic, finds a way to score anyway. And a whistle as well.
Yeah, and little chirping back and forth right away. Blair took him down there, took his time, went up left hand. He's got a size advantage on Mikey Ball out, maybe the best name in the tournament. I think you mentioned too at the start last night that Mikey Ball out was second team WCAL last year, so he's a baller.
So Alec Blair shoots his free throw, and he is unable to convert the three-point play. Balligan trying to grab the rebounds, tipped along to Monowar. Here's Blair on the right side.
Jeez.
Over to Patton, back up top, Chelsvig. Spartans with 24 to shoot. This is Balligan. Now Blair again. Down to Balligan, in the block. Good position down there. Can't get it to fall, but he's fouled.
Yeah, if you go up tonight, the refs have been letting the kids play, and it's been very physical for all the games so far. And so same thing, start tonight. A lot of physicality, a lot of pushing and shoving just to start off this game. And if you're going to try to push and shove number 42, Balligan, bring your lunch pail.
Averaging 7 points per game, and he misses the first free throw. Spartans like to do better from the line. As a team, 64% coming into this tournament. Balligan gets another free throw.
I punched Balligan in the shoulder. Said this when he came into the gym tonight. Felt like I was hitting a rock.
He makes the second one, and the Spartans have the 3-0 advantage as we have played 40 seconds. Serra basketball. They get their first offensive possession of the game. Sebastian Margate brings it up against the defense of Bryce Patton as the Spartans play man defense. Up top, you'll swing at Chris Philpott. Left side ball out for the three. That's way off. And the loose ball rebound to the Spartans. This is Patton off a pick from Chelsvig. Gets it back to the big man. Chelsvig looking for Balligan on the post up. Balligan goes up, misses the shot, grabs his own rebound, gets it stripped, taken away by the Padres and Margate. Balligan, 60% shooter from the floor this year. A couple misses here in the early going. This is ball out in the drive and kick to Margate. Margate, tough jumper from the foul line, extends off the mark. The rebound out of bounds off of Cannon. It's Spartan basketball.
And now it looks like Serra's going to try to pick up 94 feet, put some pressure on the ball, see if they can get a cheap turnover.
I think the Serra bench is checking the fouls here. Chuck Rapp, the head coach. Sean Degoni on that bench as well. Degoni had to take over a season for Rapp a few years back. Chuck Rapp, legendary coach. Serra, since 1989, has had just two head coaches, John Grossi and Chuck Rapp. I mean, there was a few seasons where Chuck couldn't coach, but really it's been Grossi and Rapp since 1989. So here's Blair.
Yeah, for 6'7", Blair's a blur.
Blair off the dribble, kicks out Monowar for a three in the corner. That's off the mark. The long rebound deflected by Chris Philpott, takes it himself ahead to Blanco. Blanco rimmed out the layup, and Monowar grabs the rebound. Quickly ahead to Blair for a pull-up three from the wing. Rebound Chelsvig, outside Monowar. His three. No. Long rebound to Blair right in front of the Padre bench.
Good play by Blair. He didn't have anywhere to go there. Bounced it off the Serra player. De La Salle now 33 seconds on the shot clock, full shot clock. See if they can get something down low.
Spartans a good size advantage. You got Cannon at 6'6", Philpott at 6'5" for Serra, but Spartan front line 6'7", 6'6", 6'6".
Jeez.
This is Chelsvig. Dangerous catch, goes to the rim and scores off the window.
Yeah, nice hesitation. Got the high pass, went all the way down, gave him a little hezzy, and then kept it in his right hand and finished.
Spartans 5-point lead to start. This is Sebastian Margate right of the lane. He'll kick it outside to Ball Out. Ball Out, quiet game yesterday. Here he gets the three from straight away.
Yeah, Ball Out had a quiet game, and we were definitely more impressed with number 4, Blanco. But he's a second team all-league for a reason.
This is Chelsvig. He just scored last time down, backing his way in against Philpott. Tough pass down to Monowar. Monowar gets it back to him for the deuce.
Man, there's a lot of contact right now that's not being called.
It's state championship football weekend, and it looks like we've got a kind of start here in the first 3+ minutes.
Yeah, Manowar, ooh.
Wyatt Blanco, a good move. The running right-hander off the mark. Blair tips the rebound to himself.
Look at the speed.
Blair ahead to Balligan. Balligan corrals and finishes.
Wow. Blair put on the turbo, found Balligan on the low block, and Balligan took his time and elevated.
Spartans up to a 6-point lead. 4.5 minutes to go in the opening period. Left side, Blanco. Up top, Ball Out.
Yeah.
Now the Padres will reset. 15 on the shot clock. This is Blanco working against Monowar. Off the pick to Philpott. Philpott blocked by Ball again, but he gets his own putback.
Man, he elevated there.
Padres within 4 after the Philpott 2 points. We're halfway through the opening quarter. Bryce Patton off the dribble. All over him is Margate. Patton in traffic. Can't get it to fall. The tip rebound all the way into the backcourt where it's retrieved by Chelsvig.
Patton got fouled 3 times there.
Blair handles. Blair puts it on the floor. Outside Patton, left corner 3. Off the back iron. The tip rebound goes to Blanco. This is Sebastian Margate. He's going to take a long 3 and hit. Sebastian Margate. And the Padres get within 1.
That's a foul.
5 unanswered for Serra as Monowar brings in the front court. Balligan spinning in the lane. His short shot falls through as he gets a kind bounce. He's got a good touch in there, and the Spartans lead by 3.
That's a 6'6" big guy with a little spin move and a little butterfly for touch.
2:54 to play in the opening quarter. Chris Vontoure, Spartan Classic semifinals. Up top, it's Cannon on the left side to Margate. And off the ball, we're going to get a foul against Philpott and Serra. Philpott doesn't like the call. Into the game for the Padres, Clausen Schmidt, 6'2" junior, checks in.
Yeah.
Also, Gregorio Fernandez.
Brady Orr, for you Spartan fans, number 13, he's a really fun guard to watch play. Physical, good handles, can shoot the basketball.
Brady Orr into the game along with Mitchell Herring and Zach Arnold. They join Balligan and Blair on the floor. This is Orr up top. Brady Orr, right of the circle. Gets it to Blair. Blair working against Ball Out. 10 to shoot for the Spartans.
Jeez, that's a foul.
Ball Out, very physical with them. Blair behind the back, leans in front of the foul line. This is a jumper, the rebound to Arnold underneath, and he has trouble handling it, taken away by the Padres.
And he's being grabbed. Blair's being grabbed as he's trying to get to the rim.
Still a 3-point Padre lead, 2 minutes to go in the opening period. Here's Ball Out to the rim, and Blair gets a piece of it and gets it back.
Get that out of here.
Ahead to Orr, back to Blair, Ball Out coming back into the play. Blair, left-hander off the mark. Balligan grabs the air ball. He can't convert. Cleared by Monowar.
Yeah, Coach Schroeder asking for the foul. Like, how do we get a foul called?
Minute and a half to go in the opening period. Spartans lead by 3. This is Blanco on the left side. Moves to his right. Wants a pass to a cutting Philpott. Philpott is fouled on the way to the hoop. First foul of the game called against the Spartans. It's going to go against Herring, his first.
No worries. Yeah, he's got blood all over him.
Balgan has to leave because of the blood, and so Chelsvig will check back in for him.
And that's what Coach Schroeder's asking is how do you think he's got blood all over him?
Ryan Rice, Sebastian Margate checking in for Blanco and ball out. And Philpott at the line to shoot 2. Philpott had 5 points in yesterday's win against Marin Catholic, a 68-45 Padre victory. Looks like Matthew Eck ready to check in for Serra. Probably for the shooter. It looks like for the shooter, Philpott, who misses the second. That keeps him on the floor. Maybe he did that on purpose. Here's Blair, the rebound.
I never thought of that when I was playing. I should have.
2-point Spartan lead. 1:12 to go in the first.
Now they're going to call a little tic-tac foul. Guys have been grabbing and holding on to each other.
That's Philpott, and that's his second. So he does pick up a foul after that missed free throw when he was going to come out of the game. And in his place is Eck. Eck, a 6'2 senior.
Yeah, and Ryan Price checked in, 5'11 guard. He can shoot the three. You can't leave him open.
Here's Chelsvig catching on the low entry from Arnold. Can't convert. And the rebound to Margate. Chance for Serra to tie or take the lead here. 1 minute to go in the first. Margate over on the left side, finding Fernandez. Now it's Margate. Tough elbow jumper, and he hits. And Margate's got 5 points to the Padres. We're even at 11.
Yeah, he's talking a little trash, too, to Brady Orr.
16-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Alec Blair, right of the lane, goes to the hoop.
No
Haynes
call.
in the air, can't get the fall, but there he is for a couple of rebounds and the finish.
It's unbelievable the amount of contact they're letting him get away with right now.
5.6 rebounds, or 4.6 rebounds for Blair. And the Spartans lead by 2. Shot clock is off. Padres can hold for the last shot of the quarter. Up top, Sebastian Margate, leading scorer for Serra in the early going.
And he's probably going to look for his shot here.
Working against Brady Orr. Now he goes against Blair. 6 seconds. Margate gets it picked by Chelsvig. And Blair leaves it short on the long 3, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter. Spartans lead by 2, 13-11. You're watching the Chris Vontoure Spartan Classic on the NFHS Network. You get a look at Sebastian Margate doing some work.
Yeah, and then telling Brady Orr about it.
Navigating the business world is fraught with dangers. As your guide, Armanino provides the insights, clarity, and strategy you need to succeed. You won't just win today, you'll redefine the game. Armanino. Possible. Redefined.
You wouldn't put somebody in a baseball game if they don't know how to throw, right? So why do we put kids in a car before they know how to drive? We want to teach them that foundational skill of how to drive that vehicle, how to understand everything that's going on around them, and what they need to be paying attention to before they get out on the road. So we're all about a safe start and building better, safer drivers.
De La Salle and Serra. Probably no two teams have matched up more often in this tournament over the years than these two. Spartans 6-2 against the Padres in the last 20 years. They've met in the tournament final 7 times. Spartans 5-2 in those meetings. Serra, as we mentioned before, won in 2009 and 2013. Spartans trying to advance to the championship game of this tournament for the 33rd time in 36 years. Sebastian Margate on the far right side, finding Blanco. Blanco now to ball out. Padres down 2 after the opening period. This is Margate working against Herring, and he's going to get called for the offensive as he was using his arm to push off.
After all the things we've seen tonight, I kind of agree with the Serra coach being a little frustrated with that call. That's
Arnold, Herring, Blair, Orr, and Chelsvig on the floor. Spartans taking on the Serra Padres. So often they meet up, and a lot of times in the semifinals, and it looks like we're having an issue with the clock, and right now the clock is still running.
Stop the clock.
A new scoreboard just got installed here this week. We've had a few issues. Serra has on the floor Philpott, Blanco, ball out, Margate, and Cannon. They're same 5 starters.
Definitely should be 20 seconds on the. I'm going to give him a full shot clock, I would think. No? I guess 28.
Welcome to the Chris Vontoure Spartan Classic semifinals. This game will be followed by Ignacio Valley against Santa Margarita. 4 games each day of this tournament. We're in the 3rd one of today. 4 more games scheduled for tomorrow as Blair goes up against Ball out here. On the right side, Mitchell Herring finds Zach Arnold. Arnold down to Blair on the block. Blair backing his way in, goes up with the contact and gets to the free throw line.
Yeah, Blair, if Blair gets it there tonight, he just needs to go to work. I mean.
And that's going to be the 2nd, I believe, on Jace Cannon.
When Alec he keeps a nice rhythm, and he's got his footwork, everything works well on the free throw line. He's got a beautiful stroke here. Let's see if he can do it.
First one misses for Blair, who was 1 of 1 from the line last night. 0 of 2 to start this game. Cannon's going to take a seat. You got Clausen Schmidt into the game for the Padres. The 2 big men for Serra, Philpott and Cannon, each with a couple personal fouls. We still have 7:35 left in the half. Blair makes 1 of 2. And the Spartans lead by 3. Padre basketball, Wyatt Blanco, 6'3" junior. Over to Ball out. Ball out working against Blair. Steps to the elbow. On the baseline, he finds Philpott. Philpott off the dribble, takes it back to the baseline, can't convert over Chelsvig. Deflected rebound goes to Zachary Arnold. Here's Mitchell Herring. Down to Chelsvig on the block. Chelsvig working against Philpott, playing with those 2 fouls. Chelsvig feeds it underneath, and Arnold can't convert the layup. It's grabbed by Schmidt. Still a 3-point Spartan lead. No field goals yet to start in this 2nd quarter. We played over a minute. Serra turns it over a 4th time. This is Brady Orr in the front court for De La Salle. Brady Orr loses his man, kicks it in the corner. Mitchell Herring 3. Rebound Blanco.
Spartan's done a nice job keeping Blanco in check so far, but you got to watch this kid with the ball right here. He is electric.
Blanco gets rid of it to Schmidt. Schmidt nowhere to go, feeds Philpott. 15 to shoot for the Padres. Margate steps to that foul line. He likes that shot. This one rims out, and Herring's got the rebound.
See if they could get Blair in some high action right here. Flash in the middle there.
Down to Chelsvig. Skip pass over to corner to Orr, and Orr can't make the 3. It's grabbed by Ball out off the floor. Serra's got to like the pace thus far in this one. They want a physical, more low-scoring affair, you'd think, although they are averaging 72.5 points per game in their first 2 contests. This is Blanco against Orr, and his pass is thrown out of bounds. So,
yeah, nice job for the Spartans playing defense on Blanco. Everybody knew coming in Blanco is the guy to watch here for the Padres, and so far the Spartans have kind of kept him in check.
Blair's going to take a seat along with Arnold. Orr also sits down. You've got Patton, Monowar, and Bolligan all back into the game for the Spartans, joining Chelsvig and Herring.
Spartans can run with this lineup if they want to.
Still yet to see a made basket here in the second quarter. Here's Chelsvig on the left side. Chelsvig spinning around, taking it to the hoop. Can't score. Bolligan tries to save it, but it's out of bounds off of the Spartans. You can see Marcus Schroeder's backcourt mate, Lincoln Gunn, in attendance tonight to catch in the action here at De La Salle. Recently inducted in the De La Salle Hall of Fame. High right side, Mikey Ball out. Up top, he'll find Chris Philpott. This is Blanco back to Philpott for a three from the wing. Too strong. And Chelsvig, excellent one-handed rebound.
Yeah, nice rebound by Chelsvig. Maybe. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, see if we can find somebody here on this little high-low action maybe.
This is Bolligan up top. Bolligan wanted to move off the dribble against Philpott. Philpott ties him up, and they're going to call the jump ball, and the alternating possession will give it to the Padres.
Oh my God.
Or no, it's actually the Spartans. I thought Patton was signaling it's a Spartan basketball, and it is.
That was crazy how much physical activity.
Still have not seen a made basket in this second quarter. Bolligan looking for Chelsvig, posting up. Bolligan taking it in and scoring. Tough shot there for David Bolligan. He's got 7.
My God, are you serious?
Spartans lead by 5. They've scored all 3 points in this quarter. 4:20 to play till half. Here's ball out. Ball out. Too strong, but Chelsvig gave it right back to the Padres, and it leads to a Margate basket.
Yeah, Manowar playing good D there, but that was a cheap turnover for the Spartans.
Spartans lead by 3. We're at the midway point of the second quarter. Monowar bumped along the baseline, kicks it out. Herring for a 3. Herring rims out to 3. Spartans not getting the long-range shots to fall thus far tonight. Ball out, tried to bring it in the front court. He lost a handle on it. Bolligan helps him up off the floor. It'll stay with the Padres. Joey Ravarino into the game for the first time. A 6'2 senior checks in along with Alec Blair as Chelsvig and Herring take a seat. Physical contest, De La Salle and Serra, and it's De La Salle leading by 3. 3:50 left till half. Matthew Eck is back into the game for the Padres along with Ryan Rice. Rice is a threat from 3 for Serra. This is Margate. Taken away by Blair. 6th Padre turnover. Blair against ball out. Haynes in the air and scores with the left hand. Great control by Blair as he scores off the window.
Yeah, that's Mikey Ballout. Hasn't seen that happen very often.
Up top, Rice. We told you about his 3-point stroke, and he hits a long one here. Padres within 2 as Rice gets his first points of the day. This is Blair. Another left-hander leaning in. Can't get the fall. The deflected rebound goes to Margate. Margate, a solid first half. 7 points and 3 rebounds for the Padres. We're in the final 3 minutes of the second period. Margate working against Patton. He'll find Philpott. 2-play catch. Margate now goes to Rice again. He'll try another 3. You can't leave him out there. Misses this one. Bolligan picks up the rebound off the floor. And a timeout called by Marcus Schroeder on the Spartan bench. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, you cannot leave Rice to get open looks like that. He'll hurt you. Coach might be mentioning that right now, but two teams that definitely came to play tonight. Everybody's playing at kind of a full speed. It's a very physical game. So far, De La Salle now knows they're in for a ball game tonight.
Getting a look at the Spartan bench. Head coach Marcus Schroeder leading the huddle. You see his 4th season in charge. He was the associate head coach at St. Mary's under Randy Bennett before taking this job. Four-year player at Princeton after he won a Division I state title in 2006 as a Spartan player. And done a great job at the helm of this program. They made it to the CIF Open Division for 3 straight years, first time in program history. They've done it 3 straight years. And they also completed the first EBAL perfect regular season last year. That was the first time that was done by anybody in the EBAL since 2017. Spartans lead by 2, 2:41 to go. We're in the first half. Blair, Monowar, Patton, Ravarino, and Balligan on the floor. For Serra, you got Cannon, Philpott, Rice, Gregorio Fernandez, and Ball out. Ibrahim Monowar killed the dribble. And he gets rivet to Blair. Blair, nice pass, ball again, can't get the finish. Ball out, grabs the rebound, and ball out has it stripped out of his hands and taken by the Spartans. 7 turnovers for Serra, just 1 for De La Salle, actually make it 2 for De La Salle, as that one by Ravarino to Blair goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a better bounce pass there if you can do that. It's easier to handle.
Ravarino out, and Brady Orr is back in. Spartans in front by 2. Close game. They led by 2 after the first quarter. Each side has scored just 5 points in the second. 2:04 left till half. Up top, Ryan Rice. Here's Fernandez. 10 to shoot for Serra. This is ball out, working against Orr. Steps to the paint and gets called for the travel. Clausen Schmidt back in for Serra, along with Sebastian Margate. Also Wyatt Blanco. They check in for Cannon, ball out, and Fernandez. De La Salle 5-0, Serra 2-0. The Spartans ranked 9th in the state by Cal High Sports, 8th by Scorebook Live. Here's Monowar driving and missing. Rebound to the Padres and Rice hits the deck. It'll be a foul against the Spartans.
Yeah, David just fell down and
I think Chuck Rapp and the Padres too disappointed in this first half, is keeping it a defensive game, making it a physical game. We've seen these games be physical in this tournament. Officials letting a lot go on both sides of this tournament. As on the left side, it's Blanco, and he gets called for a travel.
you know, luckily for the Spartans, he's had a slow start. I mean, one of the keys to at halftime will be if you can keep Blanco from going crazy in the second half, because he has the capability to do that. So far, he hasn't been able to, but he's D'ing up Blair right now.
Fernandez into the game for Serra. As Rice takes a seat. This is Blair off the dribble, painting in the air and scoring as he gets a kind bounce from the iron.
You gotta like that.
Blair at 9 points, and the Spartans lead by 4. Final minute of the first half. And Margate's going to get called for another offensive. They're saying he keeps using his off arm to push off the defender.
Yeah, I actually might agree with them. I mean, Blair hit him right in the chest, and that's what he's saying to the ref. And so for him to pick up a third foul there, that was tough.
And you got Margate, Cannon, and Philpott all picking up their all have 2 or more fouls for Serra. 48 seconds to go till half. The Spartans trying to increase a 4-point lead. This is Bryce Patton on the high right. Chelsvik. Blair catches in the corner. Working against ball out all over him, using his arms. Blair gets in the paint, hangs in the air, scores with the left hand. Alec Blair he can in this physical kind of game, and he's having a nice first half once again. 11 for Blair, half of the Spartan total. Serra can hold for the last shot. Blair applying defense on ball out. And a 5-second call on ball out. Serra struggling with the turnovers. That's 11 turnovers in his first half, and Chuck Rapp is going to have a word with the official. 13.5 seconds left.
I don't like that call. He was moving. He's not stagnant at all. That definitely should not be a 5-second call.
Here's Blair with 7 seconds, working against ball out. Blair steps to the left elbow, 2 seconds. Tough fadeaway jumper is short, and that will take us into halftime. Spartans lead by 6.
Oh, look at this.
In this low-scoring affair.
He's calling a foul.
Oh, what? Officials talking it over here. Chuck Rapp wondering what the call is. Officials saying no call now, and that will take us into halftime. Padres not happy with the officiating that final couple of minutes. It's De La Salle leading by 6 at the break. We'll take a timeout. You're watching the Chris Vontoure Spartan Classic. This is De La Salle TV.
It's our 21 awards from the American Heart Association.
And some from our best patients too.
It's the shot to boost his immunity.
It's the dinosaur stickers.
It's being voted best place to have a baby. It's the option to have Dr. Chin or a nurse midwife by my side.
And knowing our family will be cared for, no matter who we are or who we love.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
You wouldn't put somebody in a baseball game if they don't know how to throw, right? So why do we put kids in a car before they know how to drive? We want to teach them that foundational skill of how to drive that vehicle, how to understand everything that's going on around them, and what they need to be paying attention to before they get out on the road. So we're all about a safe start and building better, safer drivers.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
The business world moves fast. Armanino equips you to embrace change with confidence and agility, propelling you forward with 360-degree business insights and technology to crush the status quo. Armanino, possible redefined.
It's our 21 awards from the American Heart Association.
And some from our best patients too.
It's the shot to boost his immunity.
It's the dinosaur stickers.
It's being voted best place to have a baby. It's the option to have Dr. Chin or a nurse midwife by my side.
And knowing our family will be cared for, no matter who we are or who we love.
When it comes to protecting your
I've onboarded 100,000 people and seen firsthand how culture change saves millions and drives innovation. Our purpose? Helping organizations thrive by unlocking their talent's full potential. Uncommon potential, extraordinary results.
SPM Properties Incorporated, based in Walnut Creek, California, has managed commercial and residential properties in the Bay Area for 30 years. SPM Properties Incorporated offers diverse real estate services, meeting the needs of Contra Costa, Alameda, and Solano counties. Check out their website for available rentals at spmproperties.com.
Trust the funeral directors at Diablo Valley Funeral Home to help you celebrate your loved one's life. Our staff can plan a variety of services and will assist your family no matter your budget, culture, or religion. We serve Concord and the surrounding area with compassion, dignity, and respect, providing full funeral services, cremation, pre-planning, live streaming, digital arrangements, domestic and international shipping. Diablo Valley Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1949.
De La Salle leads Serra 22-16 at the halftime break. Spartans outscoring the Padres 13-11 in the first quarter and 9-5 in the second quarter of this physical game. Alec Blair's got 11 points to lead everybody. David Bolligan's got 7 and 4 for Braddock Chelsvig as the Spartan front line has scored all 22 of their points. Serra's led by Sebastian Margate, 7, 3 for Chris Philpott, Mikey Ball out along with Ryan Rice. Serra hurting themselves with turnovers, 11 in the first half, just 2 for the Spartans. Spartans out rebounding the Padres 19-14. Spartans 2 of 4 from the line. Serra is 1 of 2.
You know, Spartans have not been able to get the outside shot to fall for. Brady Orr took a couple. Mitchell Herring tried a few. I can't think if I'm missing anybody else, but we just could not get the 3-point to fall. I would think in the second half, if we can get, 4 or 5 threes to fall, then the Spartans are on their way. But if not, if this continues to be a battle where we have to go to the rim and the refs are letting it be real physical, then Serra's going to be able to hang around in this game because Serra actually, they can stroke it from 3. They've got a number of guys that can stroke it from 3. And then the last thing I'll say is that Blanco is kind of an X factor because if Blanco can get going, then it really changes the dynamic in this game. And to the Spartans' credit, they've been all over Blanco and making sure that he doesn't get going. So they got to make sure that they keep that rolling in the second half.
Yeah, the Padres have 9 points off three-pointers. They made 3 threes in this first half. The Spartans have not made any. The Spartans average 6 threes per game. We'll bring it back for the second half after this timeout. It's De La Salle 22, Serra 16 at the halftime break. This is the semifinals of the Chris Vontoure Spartan Classic.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
Rubino Counseling Services is proud to be celebrating 25 years of treating the mental health needs of teenagers, families, and trauma victims, including first responders in our community. Rubino Counseling Services is owned and operated by De La Salle alumnus Dr. Michael Rubino and Carondelet alumni Erica and Jessica Valley. We want to thank De La Salle for their continued support, and we look forward to working with you for years to come. Remember, call Rubino Counseling Services for any mental health needs at 925-827-9876.
Welcome back to De La Salle High School in Concord. It's the De La Salle Spartans leading Serra 22-16 as we get ready to start the second half in this Chris Vontoure Spartan Classic semifinal. While we wait for the start of the second half, wish all the best to the De La Salle football team and head coach Justin Allenbaugh. They are down in Orange County right now, ready to play in the state championship football game tomorrow night, the Open Division title game against #1 ranked team in the country, Modern Day. Again, that'll be tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Spartan basketball team trying to get into the championship game of this tournament, something they have done 32 times in the previous 35 years of this tournament. The only times they didn't make it to the championship game, 2017, 1994, and 1988. They've made it to the title game 27 of the last 28 Spartan Classics. It's Serra basketball to start the second half. Padres going with their same 5 starters. Margate's got 2 fouls, Philpott's got 3, Cannon's got 2, and Margate just lost the handle on the dribble out of bounds, and the Padres' turnover troubles continue.
Yeah, that could have easily been a foul there, too, on the Spartans.
Patton, Blair, Monowar, Chelsvig, Balligan, same 5 starters for the Spartans as well as the Padres. This is Blair off the dribble going right by, ball out to the rim, too strong. Balligan trying to tip the rebound as well as Chelsvig. Instead it ends up in the arms of Blanco. Swinging around the perimeter to ball out. Here's Margate. Margate 3 off the mark. Balligan chases down the rebound near the sideline. Spartans still leading by 6. Opening minute of the second half. This is Patton getting it back from Chelsvig. Balligan wants a 3 from straight away and he hits.
He's money, man. I love his rotation on his shot. And the other thing is he just believes that he can make, when he shoots, he's shooting with all the belief and it shows.
He's got 10 points for the Spartans and they have their biggest lead at 9. Here's Cannon catching down low against Balligan and he scores his first points.
And good job on Balligan. Didn't make a silly foul there, just had his hands up.
We'll see how much Serra can get Cannon involved in the second half. He had 16 points yesterday against Marin Catholic. Padres within 7. Cannon, just a sophomore for the Padres. Here's Blair, catching beyond the free throw line, working against Cannon. Now Monowar along the baseline. Killed his dribble too early. Here's Blair right of the lane. Blair puts on the floor, gets tied up on the way up, and they're going to call a tie-up. As ball out tied him up, and the possession arrow will keep it with the Spartans.
Is that shot clock 1.8?
Yeah, the Spartans got to shoot quickly here. 1.8. Blair is going to catch. Fadeaway foul line jumper is an air ball, and that will give it back to the Padres. 25-16.
Blair got away with a little push there. That could have been a cheap foul.
Low-scoring game, but we'll see if these teams have played low-scoring games this term before. In fact, in 2015, it was a 46-25 De La Salle win against Serra. Just 71 total points in that game. Serra down 7 with ball out in the high right side. Here's Blanco. On the left side, Margate. Ball out. Made that early 3, hasn't really shot one since. Chelsvig runs over, ball out, who's trying to set a pick. Serra bench wanting a foul call. Here's Blanco with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Tough fadeaway 3 by Philpott's off the mark, and Balligan has the rebound. Ahead to Chelsvig, blocked by Philpott, and Philpott with some words for Chelsvig after that blocked shot.
Yeah, they were. They're talking a little trash. The ref's telling him maybe keep it a little quieter, but I like it.
Good EBAL versus WCAL matchup here. Balligan off the catch and score.
That's a big time move. That's a big guy getting way up off the floor and just putting a soft shot right over the rim.
Balgan now the game's leading scorer with 12 as he has all 5 Spartan points in the second half. 5:15 to go in the third. Ball out right in front of the Padre bench, feeds Cannon. Good pass, Cannon goes up and scores again. So they are getting Cannon more involved on the offensive end to start the second half.
Yeah, you just can't let Cannon get to that low right block.
This is Patton, dangerous pass. Blanco read it all the way, but deflected out of bounds.
Yeah, Patton's got I'll tell you what, we noticed this last night. If you throw anything weak or slow around Blanco, it's gone.
Padres always give a great effort on the defensive end. You know you're in for a war against Chuck Rapp's team as Blair gets the handoff from Chelsvig. Pass to Balgan. Balgan goes to the rim and a foul. Trying to catch who that foul was. It's going to send Balgan to the free throw line where he's already 1 of 2.
He's got nice action from the free throw line. Last year he made some huge clutch free throws for the Spartans.
That foul was on Cannon, so he's got 3 and Philpott has 3, the 2 big men for Serra.
Balgan might have the nicest free throw action on the team. I mean, it's just same rhythm, and the ball comes off his hand. Watch the spin on the ball, just beautiful.
Clausen Schmidt into the game for Cannon. Balgan, 3 of 4 from the line, 14 points in the game. Half of them in this third quarter. Still 4:34 to play in the third.
Yeah, Monowar playing unbelievable defense on Blanco, keeping him really quiet so far tonight.
Blanco working against Monowar here. Low pass, finds Margate. Spartans in front by 9. Their biggest lead of the night. Here's Clausen Schmidt back outside to Margate. Margate against Patton with 4 on the shot clock. Kicks it out for a 3 by Schmidt. That's blocked by Chelsvig. Chelsvig takes it away, goes the other end, bumped off his path, and he turns it over.
Oh my God. I guess they're letting him play.
Blanco on the far left side for Serra. Feeds ball out, looking for a second 3. Rebound, Chelsvig.
Jeez. It's wide open.
Patton brings it up. Bad pass taken by Ball Out. He read that one all the way. 4th Spartan turnover, and Patton reads Ball Out's pass all the way.
Kind of saves himself there.
The 2 trade interceptions. Spartans have the ball up by 9. Timeout, Marcus Schroeder on the Spartan bench. 29-20, De La Salle leads. We're in this Chris Vontoure Spartan Classic semifinals. You're watching on De La Salle TV.
It's our 21 awards from the American Heart Association.
And some from our best patients too.
It's the shot to boost his immunity.
It's the dinosaur stickers.
It's being voted best place to have a baby. It's the option to have Dr. Chin or a nurse midwife by my side.
And knowing our family will be cared for, no matter who we are or who we love.
Oh no, who's the lady in the green De La Salle sweatshirt?
Spartans in the huddle here. Marcus Schroeder going over. See the Spartans ranked top 10 in the state by Cal High Sports and Scorebook Live. Made it to the championship game in this tournament 32 times in the previous 35 years. Hoping to win their 25th ever Chris Vontoure Spartan Classic. Of course, this was the Spartan Classic, and later became the Chris Vontoure Spartan Classic. Spartans inbound down to Balgan. Balgan backing his way to the hoop, and he's got another bucket. He's all the offense for the Spartans in this second half.
Well, let's go.
He's got 9 of his 16 here in the third. The Spartans have opened up their biggest lead of the night. Mikey Ball out working against Blair.
Blair's laughing at him. Ooh.
Blair almost got the steal. The pass out of bounds off of ball out and the Padres. The 14th Serra turnover.
Blair's 6'7", plays center field, and he plays center field because he can run like a gazelle. He's fast. And
Final 3 minutes of the third. Blair working against ball out again. Balgan comes up to set a pick. Zachary Arnold, Mitch Herring, and Brady Orr on the floor for the Spartans. Orr goes down to Balgan. Balgan now surrounded by Padres. Well, they back off the double team. Now he takes it into the paint against traffic and scores, making it look easy. Is ball. Spartans lead by 13.
Let's go.
Balgan
again, sorry.
He's got 11, does David Balgan, and the Spartans have outscored Serra 11-4. Thanks to all this production here in the third quarter. And they have opened this lead up to a 13-point margin with 2:33 to play in the third quarter.
And you know, David is such a great kid. He works so hard, and you know, you would think some guy like that walking around on campus would be just kind of this, you know, have a, you know, big kind of mean personality. He's exactly the opposite. Nicest guy on campus. But you put a uniform in a basketball and put him on the low block, and he turns into a, that's when he gets his mean spirit, which is fun to watch.
Yeah, he's an aggressive player who still also has a good shooting touch as well, a good passing touch along with that, and he's having his best game on this young season. Of course, he was a guy, as you mentioned before, that was really pivotal for the Spartans last year, particularly down the stretch. And part of this terrific front line of De La Salle. 13-point Spartan lead. Serra basketball out of the timeout.
De La Salle playing great defense so far tonight.
Cannon back out there for Serra with 3 fouls. Gregorio Fernandez out there for Serra, along with Rice. Along with Fernandez. Fernandez, Rice, Cannon. Ball out on the floor. And there's a 3 by Ball out. His second 3 of the game. He's got 6 points. Serra trims it to a 10-point game. Blair off the dribble against Ball out. Bumped on his way to the hoop. Tough left-hander. Gets the kind roll.
Yeah,
his first points of the second half.
Yeah, he's talking to Ball out too. They're both going at it. Oh.
Blair got hit in the head there by Cannon. And we're going to get a...
What is this kid doing?
Foul. Cannon going right after Blair. They're calling Blair for a flop.
That he got hit in the face. And you got a sophomore trying to talk trash. Yeah, watch. That's not a flop.
There. Well, I think right here is where they're saying the flop.
Oh, okay.
So Cannon does the inbounding for Serra.
I'd be in a fist fight.
They get it down to Cannon. He's surrounded by Blair and Balgan outside the Ball out. Ball out's got Blair all over him.
Yeah, Blair's not messing around now.
Pass down to Cannon. He'll kick it outside for a Rice three-pointer. And the rebound to Mitchell Herring. Spartans were up 6 at the half. They've doubled the lead here in the third quarter. 1:17 to play until we get to the fourth. Zach Arnold to his left, feeds Blair on the wing. Blair back to Arnold. What a pass, and Arnold there to finish.
Wow, nice look by Blair. Blair's a lefty, just threw a dime in there.
14-point Spartan lead. The lead keeps getting bigger. This is the biggest it's been tonight, and the Spartans lead by 14 with 59 seconds to go in the third quarter. We will keep it right here as you get a look at the Padre bench. Again, Chuck Rapp, 426 career wins for the Serra head coach. So mentioned he missed parts of 3 seasons because of health issues, but really it's been him and John Grossi, the only coaches in Padre history since 1989. Rapp's pretty much been there since 99.
Yeah, Spartans, you know, what happens naturally, and you're in a competitive environment and it's physical. and people are talking. It becomes a kind of a back and forth there. It kind of picks up everybody's tempo.
Rapp actually been there since 2000, head coach since 2000. He was the assistant before that. We're in the final minute of the third. Spartans lead by 14. Down to Cannon. Cannon with those 3 fouls tries to score over Balgan. Can't, gets his own rebound, misses again, and Balgan grabs the rebound for the Spartans. This physical style of game has really even increased the Spartans' defensive intensity. This ball out checks out, and Matthew Eck comes into the game. Arnold, Blair, Herring, Balligan, and Orr on the floor for De La Salle. Here's Blair dealing with contact on his way to the hoop again, and he'll get free throws.
Yeah, how would you like that coming at you? 6'7", can go either hand. You came off the right side. He loves that too. He loves going to that right side because then he can come back and finish with his left as he leans in.
11 of his 13 points in the first half. He's 1 of 3 from the line in this game.
See if he can keep his nice rhythm, nice slow kind of with his feet.
And the air ball is the first free throw. For Serra, they're going to bring in Chris Philpott along with Ryan Rice. Nate Wynn, after a short stay, goes out along with Matthew Eck. Misses the second one as well, this time off the back iron, too long, and Margate has the rebound. Shot clock is off. Serra can hold for the last shot of the period. It's been all Spartans here in the period. They've outscored Serra 15-7. To his left is Margate. He's going to take a long three. Miss off the back iron to hit the support above the basket after the miss. But was there a foul before that?
I think it was Chelsvik, but we'll see.
Official's going to talk to Scorsdale about how much time should be on the clock.
And no foul called?
I guess not. It's De La Salle basketball, so they are ruling it that it hit that support, which it did above the basket on the miss. Three seconds they'll put on the clock here for the Spartans to get a shot off. They'll have to go the length of the floor. They'll go to Herring. Herring gets across midcourt and fires it off the backboard. He hits the deck, and that will take us to the end of the third period. Spartans, a good third quarter. They lead by 14 as we head to the fourth. You're watching on De La Salle TV.
It's our 21 awards from the American Heart Association.
And some from our best patients too.
It's the shot to boost his immunity.
It's the dinosaur stickers.
It's being voted best place to have a baby. It's the option to have Dr. Chin or a nurse midwife by my side.
And knowing our family will be cared for, no matter who we are or who we love.
De La Salle outscores Serra 15-7 in that third quarter. David Balgan scores 11 of those 15 points. And the Spartans trying to advance on to the championship. Winner of this game plays the winner of Ignacio Valley and Santa Margarita in the championship tomorrow. Padres go with ball out, Margate, Philpott, Cannon, and Blanco. Their same 5 starters. Blanco feeds Philpott. Philpott gets it stripped by Herring, and the Spartans take it away. 15th turnover on the night for Serra. The Spartans have just 4 of them. Big difference in this one as Orr has it on the high left. Swing it over to Monowar. Now it's Chelsvig. This is Orr, thought about the 3, spins around along the baseline. Nice bounce pass at Chelsvig, and Chelsvig put it on the floor when he didn't need to. He'll turn it over to Serra. Here's Margate. Margate to the rim. And he can't get it to fall, but a foul called against Chelsvig.
Yeah, I think Chelsvig would like to have that last play or 2 back. He doesn't need to bring the ball down low there. You just keep it up high and go up strong with it. As soon as you bring it down low, you give a chance for the guards to get involved. So.
First free throw is good for Margate, who's scored 5 in that opening quarter, now has 8 in the game for Serra.
Cannon needs to kind of watch what he's doing because he's letting the physicality of the game.
Ball out, gets the rebound, and he ends up getting a 3-point look out of it. Philpott, another offensive rebound for Serra. This is Margate working against Herring.
Nice job by Herring.
Here's Blanco, the long 3. He's had a quiet night, but he's fouled on the 3, and he's got a chance to get his first points of the game. Herring committing the foul, his second for De La Salle. First one misses for Blanco. Didn't really take a lot of time before that free throw. 6'3" junior.
Yeah, hasn't been able to get into his rhythm he did last night, that's for sure.
10 points, 6 rebounds against Marin Catholic last night. He makes the second of the 3 free throws. Herring and Monowar take a seat. So on this floor for the Spartans, Blair, Patton, Chelsvig, Orr, and Arnold. So Blanco makes 2 of 3. Padres now down 11. Still plenty of time in this one, 6:57 left. Patton working against Fernandez in the backcourt. Fernandez hand checking as Patton crosses midcourt. Brady Orr, 21 to shoot for the Spartans. Patton over to Blair on the high right, down to Chelsvig. Chelsvig looking to get rid of it, feeds Patton up top, a 3 from straight away, off the mark. Rebound on the floor, Orr trying to keep it alive, but it's off the Spartans. Spartans with just 1 made 3-pointer in this game, a team that averages 6 threes a game, and that 3 was from Bolligan. He's back into the game as Arnold takes a seat. Bolligan, 11 of his 18 points in that third quarter. He's got 18, Blair's got 13. Nobody in double figures for Serra. This is Blanco, stepping to the elbow, leaning in, scoring the bucket, whiffed a foul, and Blanco's starting to heat up for Serra. He can make it an 8-point game with 6:12 to go.
Yeah, starting off the quarter here, 5-zip.
Misses the free throw. Blair off balance, grabs the rebound, his 7th.
Look at the handles by Orr. That was nice, man.
Orr, older brother Colby, played on the 2016 NorCal Open Division Championship team for De La Salle. This is Chelsvig on the left side, feeding Patton. Bolligan gets it into the paint, lost the handle on it, turnover by the Spartans. So a 9-point Spartan lead with 5:47 left.
Yeah, Spartan's got to wake up here. You can't go to sleep, and this is the kid they got to wake up on.
Blanco again going to the rim, scoring the bucket. And just like that, the Padres within 7. They've outscored the Spartans 7-0 to start the fourth quarter. They have cut the lead in half with 5:37 to go. You're watching the Chris Vontoure Spartan Classic. This is De La Salle TV.
The business world moves fast. Armanino equips you to embrace change with confidence and agility, propelling you forward with 360-degree business insights and technology to crush the status quo. Armanino, possible redefined.
There is the Spartan huddle.
Might get some pressure here. I don't know if it's going to be real pressure or they're just going to kind of pick up.
Serra's outscored the Spartans 7-0 here in the fourth quarter. Still got 5:36 to go. Blair working against ball out. Looking to lob the ball again. Great pass. Ball again can't get the finish on the help defense by Philpott. Padres can get within 5 or 4 here. Ball out. It's up top, Philpott. Here's Blanco. He's been the guy with the hot hand. 6 points in the fourth. Can't get that one to fall. Monowar trying to grab the rebound, but Cannon ripped it away. Margate the jumper, and Monowar the rebound. And a foul on Serra.
Yeah, I think it's on number 1 too.
So that would be Philpott's 4th.
I bet coach is probably just going to leave him out there, or maybe not.
Clausen Schmidt, 6'2" junior, checking in for the senior Philpott.
Spartan's got. I mean, I liked what Blair did there by going to ball again on that low block. They had the size advantage. Let's see what happens here next. Maybe Blair's going to look for something that he can get going here.
He's working in the backcourt against ball out again. Less than 5 minutes left. Spartans have led most of this game. Led by as many as 14. Blair's left-hander doesn't fall, but he's going back to the free throw line where he is 1 of 5.
Yeah. His rhythm isn't the same tonight. When his rhythm is nice and calm and he has good footwork, he's kind of got the same relaxed rhythm with his feet. Let's see if he can get it going here.
And again, off the back iron.
Yeah, he's not shooting with his feet tonight.
Philpott back in for Schmidt. Spartans still have not scored here in the fourth quarter. We've played 3:14. Missed them both again, and the rebound goes to ball out. And ball out just stepped out of bounds.
That was lucky.
Yeah, Serra again had another chance down 7 to cut into the lead, but the possession goes back to De La Salle. Santa Margarita plays Ignacio Valley next. The 4th and final game of the day, day 2 of this Chris Vontoure Spartan Classic. Blair's pass, trying to get it to Patton in the corner, and Patton could not handle it. The Spartans just 2 turnovers in the first half, have 5 here in the second half.
Yeah, you don't need that right there, and Blair knows that. That would be a tough pass even to handle.
Philpott on the left side for Serra.
Oh, that's a trap.
Blanco not called. Philpott, 20 on the shot clock. Back to Blanco against Monowar. Wants to take him off the dribble. Instead, he's going to take a 3. Way off. Cannon the rebound. He tried to throw it back up top, but he threw it away. 17th turnover on the Padres. Clausen Schmidt for Serra, along with Gregorio Fernandez, are going to check in for Blanco and Philpott. Coach Chuck Rapp trying to trade offense for defense here when he can. Chelsvig catches. Here's Chelsvig, nice pass down the ball again, surrounded by 3 black shirts. They commit the foul, and he goes to the line.
Yeah, and that's a Spartan little high-low action there, looking for ball again the whole time, either from Blair or moving it out to Chelsvig, and he's looking down there. Sorry, not looking for Blair, looking for ball again, and nice work.
Margate, third personal. Balligan is 3 of 4 from the line. 11 of his 18 points scored in that third quarter. Misses the free throw, and the Spartans struggling from the line. They are 4 of 11 from the line tonight. Balligan makes 1 of 2. And the Spartans have their first point of the fourth quarter. 3:55 left. Mikey ball out, looking for the back door. Pass through traffic, somehow got to Fernandez. Now Margate. Here's ball out on the drive into traffic, and a foul on the Spartans. It's going to go against Blair. Second foul on Blair. Ball out, shoots 2. First time he's been to the line. 6'3" senior, misses the first. Again, second team West Catholic League player a year ago. Ball out makes 1 of 2, but there's a lane violation on Serra.
Yeah, on the shooter. They're saying the shooter, crossed over the line, which is, you don't see that very often.
So it stays an 8-point game. We've seen just 2 made field goals in this fourth quarter. None by the Spartans. 3:20 left. Chelsvig looking for Blair along the baseline. Chelsvig wasn't looking back for the ball, and Blair throws it away. And a foul on the Spartans.
Yeah, that's 2 passes by Blair that he doesn't need to make, especially with this much time left on the clock. Take care of the basketball. Coach Schroeder, still a young guy. He doesn't have any gray hair, but Blair's trying to do the best he can here to bring in that first gray hair for Coach.
Well, the Spartans are also they've put Serra into the bonus here with over 3 minutes left, giving the Padres a chance if they can make their free throws, but Serra is missing their free throws as well. That's 6 missed free throws in the fourth quarter by Serra. So Margate makes 1 of 2.
They're going to put pressure on here and see if they could get a turnover. It's just a typical man-to-man type pressure here.
Monowar in the Spartan backcourt. Spartans just 1 point here in the fourth quarter. They led by 14 entering this period, now up 7. Here's Blair on the left side. To Monowar, drives baseline, Haynes in the air, can't get the finish. Out of bounds to the Spartans.
Good job hustling in there by Ball again. That was a 50-50 ball, and he wanted it just as much as the Padres there. And
Fernandez and Schmidt go out. You've got Margate back into the game, joining Philpott, Cannon, Ball out, and Blanco. 5 starters back out there for Serra. 27 to shoot for the Spartans, 2:39 on the game clock. This is Blair going left side of the lane, blocked out of there by Cannon, and Cannon yells at him after that block, but Chelsvig gets the loose ball, feeds it back to Blair. Blair can't convert, but he's fouled on the rebound. Chase Cannon apologizing to the official. He's doing a lot of talking out there.
Yeah, for a sophomore.
That was the 4th foul on Cannon. Him and Philpott each with 4. Chelsvig holds up top. Spartans get a new shot clock. If they use up all of it, they can take it inside 2 minutes. This is Chelsvig on the block, backing his way in. One-handed pass to Blair off a deflection. Then Cannon knocks the pass out of bounds.
Spartans just got to take care of the basketball. Just very loose with what they're doing right now as far as how they're passing the basketball, and got to really take care of the basketball with 2 minutes to go. You're not up by a lot.
Not the prettiest of basketball, though Serra can do that to you. As Ballgan tries to work off the dribble against Cannon, almost threw it away. 12 to shoot for the Spartans, and Marcus Schroeder is going to call a timeout.
Yeah, he's
to
seen
go something
enough.
over with 2:04 to go. And the Spartans still up by that 7-point margin. We'll be back after this. You're watching the Chris Vontoure Spartan Classic. This is De La Salle TV.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
The business world moves fast. Armanino equips you to embrace change with confidence and agility, propelling you forward with 360-degree business insights and technology to crush the status quo. Armanino, possible redefined.
Well, Stephen Shea, Pat O'Rourke with you. Our director and cameraman is Tim Banks. De La Salle leading Serra in the semifinals of this Spartan Classic by 7. Spartans have struggled in the 4th quarter of just 1 point here in the 4th. Patton does the inbounding with 12 on the shot clock. He gets to the Monowar in the backcourt. Monowar working against Blanco to Blair. Blair dealing with ball out with 3 on the shot clock. Going to take a tough 3-pointer that is an air ball, and that will be a shot clock violation, giving the ball back to the Padres.
Spartans have had a rough last minute and a half here. I don't know what they were trying to go to there out of the timeout.
On the right side, this is Margate. Bounce pass in the paint, knocked away by the Spartans. Padres have had some difficulty of their own on the offensive end. Chuck Rapp trying to call a timeout. Do the Padres have possession? I don't know how they have possession. It was a loose ball.
Yeah.
So they do get the timeout with 1:40 to go, and it's still a 7-point game.
I mean, you got to hand it to coach. I mean, if he was able to yell timeout pretty early, obviously. But I'm with you. That's a loose ball, so tough to get a timeout there. But
it's a full timeout for the Padre bench. See, Serra placing 3rd at last year's Vontoure Classic. That was the 14th time they've placed in the top 3 of this tournament. They have competed almost every year. Maybe not the early seasons of this tournament, but certainly the last decade plus they're in it every year. You see, they won that state championship in 2016 in the Division II bracket. They were the NorCal Division I champions in 2005, the D2 runners-up in 2019. They've won 6 all-time CCS championships, including an Open Division title in 2015. They made it to the championship game of the CCS playoffs 15 times.
So, you know, you got to watch. I mean, obviously Blanco's gotten it going a little here. Cannon's been playing good basketball. This is a scrappy team here. See what they try to go to. No threes, obviously. No threes here.
Ball out, lobs it up for Ball out, gets it from Margate, and it's swatted away by the Spartans, and Patton comes away with the loose ball.
Jeez, that's a foul.
Dealing with the Margate pressure. Next foul by Serra puts the Spartans on the line. This is Montoure getting bumped near midcourt. Over to Blair. 16 on the shot clock, 1:18 on the game clock. Blair passes to Patton. He'll try to 3 with 8 on the shot clock and hit. Just the second made 3 of the night for the Spartans, and that's a dagger that may do it for this one. 1 minute to go. Ball out travels. Ball out, not much to say right now after that travel.
Yeah, and Blair had to make sure he didn't say anything either.
Back into the game for Serra, Fernandez, and Schmidt.
What a shot. Patton in the crunch time hits a big time 3.
Balligan had the only made 3-pointer of the night for the Spartans, and now we're getting a foul before the inbounds is even made.
Was it on Patton or Manowar?
It's on Fernandez.
No, sorry, I mean, who'd they foul?
Oh, yeah, Patton.
Patton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Patton from the free throw line has not missed here in the early going of the season. Spartans trying to go to 6-0. Patton makes the first. Spartans ranked 9th in the state by Cal High Sports, 8th by Mitch Stevens and Scorebook Live. They have dominated their home floor under Coach Marcus Schroeder. 48-5 over the last 4 seasons. And Patton makes them both to push this lead up to 12. 55 seconds left as Ball out almost got stripped by Chelsvig, but they're going to get Chelsvig on the foul. Not the foul the Spartans wanted. To stop the clock with 52 seconds. A little behind schedule here in this tournament. The final game of the day, the other semifinal, Santa Margarita and Ignacio Valley, scheduled a tip at 7:30. Obviously, we're past that starting time as the free throw by Ball out misses. Or makes, I should say. That makes it
Got to hand it to Mikey Ball out tonight. He's been playing great. He had to guard Blair all night long, and he's a physical player. Plays really good defense.
10-point game. Spartans have the possession with 49 seconds left. Monowar over to Patton. Spartans clearly want to run some clock here. They win this, going to try to win this semifinal against Serra. These teams meeting in this tournament for the first time in 3 years. And now we've got a foul on the Padres. Looks like Blanco got hurt a little bit there. Hopefully he's okay. He's gonna have to come out. Looks like he got hit right in the chest. It will be Ryan Rice who takes his place. Actually, it was his mouth. He's now
got hit in the mouth.
Tending to.
Yeah. There's blood on the court, so they're going to have to clean that up.
Make Ignacio Valley and Santa Margarita wait a little bit longer before they play their semifinal.
And if you haven't seen Ignacio Valley play, they've got some guards that are phenomenal. They can really, really ball. And obviously the biggest team on paper as far as height and some great players. Santa Margarita, their front line it's kind of funny to go down the list and 6'9", 6'9", 6'8", 6'8", 6'7".
It's like there's front line for Santa Margarita. Actually, yes, you're right. 6'9", 6'8", 6'8", and then you've got Caden Bailey at 6'3" guard as well.
Yeah, and then Santa Margarita has a kid, Baden Kyman, 6'7" junior, but he loves to sit outside and stroke the threes. He had a phenomenal game in the opening day yesterday. Got it going late in the second half, just stroking threes.
Ibrahim Monowar is the one at the line for the first time tonight, looking for his first points of the evening. And he connects. He's been perfect from the line in the early going of the season. 2 of 2 last night, 13 points for the Spartans in their win over St. Joseph Notre Dame. So he makes them both. Spartans lead by 12, 28 seconds to go. Serra's gonna fall to 2-1 as they get in the corner to Rice or Schmidt. Here's a 3, that's good for ball out. Padres will call a timeout with 17 seconds left as it's a 9-point game on ball out's third 3 of the contest. He now is in double figures of 11 as the leading scorer in the game for the Padres. So we'll take a break. Just 17 seconds to go. You're watching on De La Salle TV.
Whether you're looking to purchase a new or used car or need auto service, Lemurs, Buick, GMC, and Concord invites you to experience our family-owned, 5th-generation state-of-the-art facility and award-winning hospitality. Lemurs is the Bay Area's oldest franchise General Motors dealership. Visit us today.
You wouldn't put somebody in a baseball game if they don't know how to throw, right? So why do we put kids in a car before they know how to drive? We want to teach them that foundational skill of how to drive that vehicle, how to understand everything that's going on around them, and what they need to be paying attention to before they get out on the road. So we're all about a safe start and building better, safer drivers.
Ignacio Valley and Santa Margarita patiently waiting to play their semifinal. Scheduled to start at 7:30. Probably won't actually get underway until closer to 8 o'clock. As we're in the third game of the day.
Got to hand it to the Serra Padres. I was going back on some texts back and forth with some other Serra Padres today, and they didn't think that they had a chance. And I told them that they looked really good in the opening game.
Patton is grabbed in the backcourt by Fernandez. And when you look at the West Catholic League, Reardon seems to be the clear favorite, but St. Ignatius also is very good.
Middy's good
this year. Middy and Serra.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting
cast
to watch.
Of characters.
You can tell by watching Serra that they're used to playing this type of competition.
First free throw is good for Patton, who's 3 of 3 from the line. Serra last year 20-9. They played in the CCS Open Division and then the NorCal Division I quarterfinals before losing to Clovis West. They've made it to the NorCal playoffs 14 straight years, the Padres, as Patton makes them both. All 7 of Patton's points here in the fourth quarter, and the Spartans are up by 11. And now we're going to get another whistle as Patton hits the deck on offensive foul by the Padres.
Is he gone? Is that number 1?
Yeah, here it is. He's pretty proud of himself as Cannon after he sets that pick.
Yeah, he's got.
He fouls out with just 4 points and 3 rebounds.
I don't know what the ref is saying.
I think he wants Serra to go to their bench, and he wants the Spartans to go to their bench.
And what would?
With
is it like
13 seconds to go,
I
think they're deciding what to do as far as the foul.
Did he foul out on that play?
Yes.
Yeah. Cannon's the type of player where, you know, you definitely want him on your team, but if he's on the other team, you're going to end up in a fist fight. He's got a little Draymond into his game. You know, you got to love him if he's on your team because he's coming to compete. Only a sophomore.
So Patton's going to shoot the technical free throws to add to his total. Alec Blair talking to Serra assistant Sean Dugoni right now. Cannon still running his mouth on the Serra bench.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Spartans are up by 11. As Patton makes the second of 2 free throws. Cannon is laughing and smiling. You'd think his team was up 12 as Ibrahim Monowar dribbles out the clock to close this one out. The Spartans advance to the championship game of this tournament for the 33rd time in 36 years after defeating Serra by the final score of 48-36. And the Spartans will play the winner of Santa Margarita and Ignacio Valley in the championship tomorrow afternoon. Go through the totals of this one before we sign off. Got to remind you that we will have the Ignacio Valley Sacramento broadcast on the NFHS, or Ignacio Valley Santa Margarita broadcast on the NFHS network only.
Well, if you haven't had a chance to watch these two teams play, we're in for a treat because there's some really good basketball players on both teams. This should be an up and down game. It's going to be interesting though because YV's not a big team. You know, they had a 6'10" guy last year, so they were able to, you know, stay in. You know, if they met a team that was big like this, they were able to stay in those type of games a little easier. It would be interesting. I'm not sure how they're going to play it, if they're going to try to stay in their man or they're going to maybe find a way to do some zone or to help them on the rebounding side with the screening out. But we know for one thing, Kellogg is going to be flying at Mach 1 up the floor, and Tatum is going to be moving as well. So they are, both those kids, number 4, get Kellogg's number, but they're unbelievable.
Yeah, should be a good matchup on the NFHS network, and we're looking forward to it as we finish off this broadcast. The leading scorer for the Spartans, David Balligan, he finishes with 19 points. He scores 11 of those 19 in the third quarter, where the Spartans really gained some separation between them and the Padres.
What a game for David Balligan.
13 for Alec Blair. 8 for Bryce Patton, all 8 of his in the final quarter. Braddock Chelsvik scores 4, 2 points each for Monowar and Arnold. For Serra, Mikey Ballout scores 11 points. Sebastian Margate with 9, 6 for Wyatt Blanco, 4 for Jace Cannon, and 3 for Ryan Rice and Chris Philpott. Spartans out-rebounded the Padres 29-25. Padres hurt themselves with turnovers. 19 of them. The Spartans had 9. Serra 7 of 13 from the free throw line, and De La Salle was 12 of 20. Spartans improved to 6-0. They'll play in the championship tomorrow afternoon. Serra falls to 2-1. They'll play in the third place game, as they'll try to finish in the top 3 of this tourney for a 15th time.
Well, I mean, a lot of those turnovers were forced by De La Salle's defense, and if you haven't had a chance, if tonight was your first chance to watch De La Salle play, this is how they play defense. I mean, they're very physical, they're long, they're athletic. You know, Serra, you could tell Serra came to play tonight, and they were not going to be pushed around, but at the same time, De La Salle forced 19 turnovers, and a lot of that, our guard play has been spectacular. I mean, holding Blanco to basically, I don't know what the stats were, almost 0 points in the first half, and to really a quiet game for him. You know, you go back to Patton and Manowar and some of the other guys that were manning up on him. You know, so great job for the Spartans on defense.
Spartans win it. Again, the final score, they defeat the Serra Padres 48-37, so they move on to the championship game. We'll sign off for the moment. We'll bring it back on the NFHS network for Sacramento for Santa Margarita versus Ignacio Valley. You've been watching on De La Salle TV.